mean, you're responsible for a huge growth in an industry, right? And and then when you start thinking about things in that scope, is you get the guys who say, "Hey, man," and I'm sure you've heard it 1,000 times, if it wasn't for you, blah blah blah, right? I would have never started a band. I would have never done this. I would have committed suicide. I would have,
facts.
So the butterfly effect that you have because of what you've done, I mean, does it?
It's important. Chad, I'll tell you, there's not a day that I go by where I don't hear something relevant to me being who I am from Suffocation. There's not a day that I can go in the streets or go anywhere to work or anything where the past of what I did doesn't come up. Now, and it's always good and positive because that's the way I portray myself. But with that said, from what I've done, one, I've spawned generations, I don't even know the number now, of people who look just like me to do this now.
Right.
Do metal. So that's very important. That's why I always needed them to know I don't do drugs first. I play and I have heart in this, and I need you all to have the heart in this too and represent what we're trying to do here. So that was one, and I do that to this day. But it goes even deeper than that because I'm a approachable person and have changed people's lives and might be the reason they do what they do. I've also been the one to help people get off the ledge who are literally going to off themselves.
Right.
You understand? I've gotten people out of suicide. I've spoken to people in their deathbeds where they were like, yo, you got me through the toughest time of my life. I can't believe this is crazy. If all I could do was speak to you and I've done that. I've done that a number of times.
Wow.
You know, understand? So it gets serious with me, and that's why it's important that I'm approachable the way I've always been, because now it's even more important. Now it's even more important because I'm settled down now. You can contact me quickly through means, but we're dealing in a world now that's real serious. A lot of things are going on. A lot of people have experiences where they need to know things. And I'm happy to say that I'm one of the most focused people anyone's going to come across. I really can go low and laugh, make everybody laugh. But at the same time, if you're in trouble or if you're thinking crazy or doing something off, I'll be able to help. I help with that. I definitely, at least my people who follow where we come from, I've helped a lot of people that way. My opinion on how I see the music moving or how they should be doing it if they're in a band, that comes up to me a lot. A lot of young bands call and contact me and ask me what's my opinion on this, that, and the other. And I help them by sending them back to the roots of where we all came from.
Right.
This is important that they understand there's a blood root factor to how we started, which made us so relevant. And if you can just hold on to a little bit of that and move that forward in the new, you will continue and you'll be so much more well received if you approach things like that. So this has been a lifelong dream for me. I can tell these kids that I've seen dreams come true. I've had a couple of my own come true. And this was one of them. And I'd be damned if I'm going to be on the microphone, have all these ears listening, and I'm coming out here talking garbage. I can't do it.
Right.
Can't do it. It was too important to me. So I'm grateful for this, man, because it's just what it is, man.
Right.